Hello and welcome to Vision for the CBC. I'm going to be showing you how to track objects certain color with the CBC camera. So first of all, I'll explain what track update does. Track update is pretty much like taking a picture of what the camera sees so that all the other functions that are included with Vision know like which coordinates are where, basically. So they can find a blob according to color. So what I did was I used track count, and track count says count how many blobs are on the track 0, and color tracks are quite easy to define. It's somewhere inside the CBC menu under Vision. So I'm going to say track count 0, so it counts how many blobs are defined in the color 0, which I think I've set to green. So track count 0, so how many green blobs are there, and if it's greater than 0, if there are more than 0 blobs, it starts tracking the object. And if there are less than 0 blobs, if there are more than 0 blobs, if there's 0 blobs, it says no color match in frame. And it's intended that you should move it so it sees something. Alright, so let's start explaining the code. What this does is I set my variable x equals track x, so it tracks the x coordinate in color train 0 and the biggest blob. So the blobs actually go from 0 is the biggest blob, 1 is the second biggest blob, 2 is the third biggest blob, so on. So then I give my coordinates for these. And this is, I actually set my boundaries in the screen, so I put like x is greater than 50, and I think it goes up to about 159, I think, something like that. It's good to probably ask someone for workshop files, and they will probably have actually you can probably get them off the Botwell website, and they will probably have all the information on the color tracking, like such as how many pixels the screen is wide. I mean, the screen is wide or tall. And so what I did was, well, this statement's true, so while the object is inside the center of the screen, I set my boundaries like this. Oh, by the way, when you're setting your boundaries, it's a good idea not to do it inside your head and actually make a graph so that you know where to put the boundaries. Because I did that, I just did it inside my head, and then I tried, and then I thought it wasn't working, and I thought I'd redo the track, and it turns out that the problem was the proportions were way off. Like the center of the screen was really thin but incredibly tall. So it's just better to do it on a graph and then get your coordinates that way. So while that's true, while it's in the center of the screen, I put robot stop down here, and it stops the robot, and it says object currently aligned to specified area. And while it's still inside the center of the screen, it'll say it won't do anything. So it'll basically just keep getting coordinates. And while it's not inside the center of the screen, it'll say object currently not aligned to specified area, and then it'll go back here and do that. But yeah, so you can basically have all your different ones. So I set this one, if it goes too far to the right, it goes left. If it goes too far to the left, it goes right. Oh no. If it goes too far forward, no, if it goes too far. If the object is too high, no, if the object's too low, sorry, it goes forward. If the object's too high, it goes backwards. And then that's pretty much all my code. I put these number defines just to make it easier, so I didn't have to put like 100 or whatever. And oh yeah, and I actually have this so that other people can use it, so I didn't set my values yet, which I probably should. It's best to leave it at like 100, I think. So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys later. Bye.